Jess here. I hope that everyone is doing well. I'm hoping that you guys can hear me okay. My already junky headphones recently kind of just totally died on me, and my AirPods are somewhere missing in action. I'm pretty sure that Liam, my 2-year-old, got a hold of them and probably put them somewhere they don't belong, so I will need to look for those later. But I just wanted to hop on to talk a little bit about a couple different things. So first and foremost, I have not shared, I don't think, in a video just yet. I have shared across my social media platforms, but I am expecting again. I am about 12 and a half weeks pregnant at the moment, due at the end of May, and with baby number 3, of course. And so that is why I have kind of been a little MIA across all platforms. I have been extremely sick for the past 6 to 8 weeks. It has definitely been my roughest pregnancy so far. I'm hoping that the end of this first trimester sort of changes that, but it has been an extremely rough several weeks. So that's kind of why I've been gone. I'm also coming down with a cold now, so excuse my voice. Hopefully it's not too much or too difficult to listen to. But so I wanted to hop on because of the way that I've been feeling and my need for just more sleep. I have had to cut down quite a bit on my Palfish time. And I think that with teaching English online, especially depending on your time zone and your other life circumstances. So for me, Palfish, as many of you know, is not my only job. I teach full time. I just got my real estate license. I joined my sister and my brother actually on a team at Keller Williams, and so I am starting real estate currently part-time while I continue to teach full-time. And so life is crazy. Palfish has been amazing to me and for me, and over the past 9 months or so has really helped my family in insane amounts. But it's starting to take a toll, the time, on me. So when I say that, so I've been with Palfish for about 9 months, and I've been teaching pretty regularly since about the beginning, from 4:30 to 6:30, 7 days a week, plus an extra hour to an hour and a half on Saturdays and Sunday mornings. And then I was doing Fridays and Saturday nights for a little while, but I recently got rid of those. So for about 9 months, I've been waking up at about 4 a.m., 7 days a week, and it's taking a toll, especially since being pregnant and not feeling well. It's just really, I think, gotten to be too much, mainly because I've been so sick, and then also just because I'm not getting sleep, because I do go straight from teaching Palfish to getting my kids ready for school, to my full-time job, to then getting my kids from daycare, to doing dinner, and literally going and going and going until about 9 p.m. I've just been completely wiped. So, like I said, I'm cutting back a lot. Daylight savings also kind of threw in a wrench, because now all of my 4:30 and 5 a.m. slots went to 3:30 and 4, and there was no way, with the way that I've been feeling, that I could foresee myself being able to manage waking up at 3 instead. So really what I've just had to do is slowly close my slots. Initially it was really hard, and I would just close, here and there, and then I would, my husband would say, don't you think you should cut back? You're really not feeling well. And I would say, yeah, I did. I canceled 2 classes, whatever. And then the next day he'd be like, why are you waking up at 4? I thought you canceled. And I'd be like, yeah, I did yesterday. And then it would ruin my whole day. So I just needed to just cancel all of my first 2 slots. So I did that, and then I was, I actually ended up not even doing 4:30s. I was doing just 5s, and then I was doing my 5, 5:30, and 6s. And even then, starting that early and going for that hour and a half of nonstop just was, my morning sickness was horrible. It's been horrible either way, but it's just I was struggling to make it through classes, and my rating has definitely been affected. My parents are seeing that I'm just not quite myself. My energy is down. I'm just not feeling well. If you know what it's like to have any type of nausea or a stomach bug or anything like that, where you just want to kind of feel like you're on the verge of throwing up, while you're talking to someone, it can be really, really hard. So I am down to, I don't know, some days I'm only teaching like one class. I have a little girl who I've had since the start. I have her 3 days a week at 5 a.m., 6 p.m. Beijing time. So I've kept her on, and then there's like 2 others that are on Monday and Tuesday. And then I'm keeping my Saturday and Sunday mornings, but still I'm only starting at like 5:30 and then going until about like 7, just because it's taken a toll on me. I think that I need to, if I weren't pregnant, I would probably just, keep going, because I do need the money and it is a huge help. But with the pregnancy, I just really need to, worry about me for a little while. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what you can do and how you can go about having to cut back. Some people have reached out to me regarding just needing to cut back for the holidays, or needing to take off a week or something like that. So the thing with Palfish, and it's one of the greatest things, is having these fixed students. These students really start to like their teachers, and so they ask to have you, every week at a certain time of day. And some students will, like I said, I have one who I have 3 times a week. And it is great because you have consistency with Palfish if you are in a situation where you're getting these fixed students. The hard thing about it is that when you do need to cut back, it's a little bit harder. It's a little bit more personal. It's not just, you're not just canceling on random kiddos. So that's kind of just where you have to be careful, especially if you are only doing it temporarily and you hope to pick back up. You don't know if those people will, be offended and not come back to you, or, just what could come of it. So that's kind of where I'm at. Because this is number 3, because I've just started the real estate, this is likely the start of my end, sadly, with teaching English online. I'm really looking forward to Time ABC getting started up, because Time ABC is, from what it's seeming like, there are no minimums. You book the classes, so like it seems like what it's going to be like is that parents tell you when they want classes, and you pick what your available times are. So like you basically choose the classes that are already students have selected. So if that's true, the flexibility with that is going to be unlike any other company that I've seen so far. And so that is something that I think might be a better choice for me once, as I need to just take more time off and not have the consistency that Palfish has been giving me, which has been so great all this time. But I think that I do need to just kind of step away and be able to pick up classes here and there, but not, have to be forced to have them all the time. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. I have seen some images of Time ABC's platform. They've just kind of shared a few things here and there, and it looks unlike anything I've seen before. So I'm really excited for that as well. I'm hoping within the next month or so that we'll be kind of getting some more info. Sorry guys, I'm like, my allergies have been terrible. It's been a rough couple weeks. But yeah, so when you get to a point where you need to step back, you need to take a break, you need to take time, you need to cancel more than just that one class here and there. With Palfish, because you do have those relationships, you have a couple of different options. So you do have a profile on Palfish that you want to make sure you're keeping parents and head teachers as well as admin up to date on. So like mine right now does say that I need to take some time. I've limited my hours. I apologize for the inconvenience. If anything changes, I'll be sure to let my families know. You also have student groups that you can create on Palfish and messages that you can send to your students. So I have let my families know, just that, due to my health, that I've had to step away for a little bit and take some time, and so that, my availability is lessened. I have been getting a lot of messages from some head teachers. So head teachers on Palfish are those who help families with scheduling and choosing teachers and finding teachers and things like that. And so I've gotten quite a few messages from teachers asking me to open fixed slots back up, I just closed it. So, and I have had to say no, which I've never done in the past because I've felt so bad, unless it was just like at a time that I was already working my other job. So it definitely has been tough, but, I have found that you got to worry about you. So that is just kind of what it is right now. My admin also messaged me the other day asking me to open a fixed slide. I let him know the same thing, just that unfortunately I wasn't able to. A lot of kids want 5:30, 5, Beijing time, and right now with daylight savings, that's 4:30, and I'm at the point where I just can't do it right now. Having done it for these 9 months has been great, and it honestly has not been that difficult, but since getting pregnant and feeling this way, I just can't. I just need to step down. So again, there are a lot of ways to go about it. You don't want to kind of just like go MIA unless you plan on being done. I'm not really sure what the future brings. I do still have my kids, a few kids that I am teaching, and I haven't canceled everything. So I don't want to just kind of go like dark on everyone. So I'm trying to do it a little kind of slowly. But if you have questions, if you need to take some time off, you can always do that as well. You just post on your profile that you need to take a week or two off for the holidays or for travel or for illness, whatever it might be. But there are ways to go about it. You definitely want to let people know. But if you are in a situation where you do need to take some time or just bring your schedule back. Some of us start really strong and realize it's too much. So it's okay to have to do that. You just have ways to go about it. So I'd be happy to answer any questions or help anybody with that. Feel free to comment below or shoot me an email. I'm here to help in any way that I can. Even though I am reducing my time, I definitely want to help others on their Palfish journey because it really has been amazing for me and has helped me and my family tremendously. So do not hesitate to reach out in any way that you'd like. So have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.